may or may not have seen that I went live a little faster than I was expected. Sorry about that. The comments are going to be turned off. Um, I had my comments open the first two times I've been able to do live readings on YouTube, but I've noticed that it's just too distracting for me. But just know that I feel your love and I thank you for those who come in with a heart of love. Thank you. I want to give a shout out to everybody worldwide, globally, all around the world. Even if you can't understand my language, just know that I love you. Um, but this is going to be as brief as I can because I really don't like to sit up and talk much. I recognize and I accept that my type of readings for the folks who prefer centered based readings or individual readings, they may not respond, and that's okay. But this type of platform is only, as far as I am concerned, only for global spiritual readings or psychic readings, and that's all I'm going to ever on these platforms focus on. I'm not going to say never, but for this point in my life, that's what I'm focused on, and that's what I'll continue to focus on. For those who will catch this later, I hope you really stick around and really catch this entire reading because it is, I promise you, worth it. This is going to be a follow up from yesterday's reading, which unfortunately the sound did not work so well. So I was not really able to, I don't know, really be properly heard. And I had to also take off the sound um, effect, which I prefer to have that sound effect where it's like you can hear me kind of echo. Um, it's kind of like just something I like to do. And I just try to work with the microphone so that you're able to hear me. I did a reading today on my Instagram. Um, my Instagram, if you'd like to check out that reading and all of my art material that I love to post up. I am an artist for the most part, but I am also a spiritualist and psychic reader, psychic medium, but most of all, a mystic. Um, what I do on Instagram is mostly post art, but here and there I'll post a reading like I am now. The reading earlier is still connected to this because see, um, what I'm gonna do, and you'll notice what my reading style is. I'm not going to just do reading every single day, every single week. What I would like to do, and as I've been taught, you have to allow for a reading to take place and manifest, even if it's 6 months from now. Like say I come back even Monday, or just sometime next week, it gives time still for the manifestation of the reading itself. And sometimes it's just not healthy to constantly go live, but I am building an audience, so to speak, on here and on my Instagram, so I'm okay with it. If you'd like to get to my Instagram, it is Soul SOL. So the Soul, excuse me, the Soul SOL. That's SOL Soul. The Soul Star 91. You should be able to find it. I don't use face pictures, but there are pictures you'll see of me on there. Don't get any ideas. Please don't get any ideas. But you'll, get a chance to see art and readings that may not be live on here, but posted up on there. Today's reading on there focused a lot around more so of where I kind of left off yesterday. I have some notes here written from yesterday on celebrities that are going to begin to get ghosts. This is not a celebrity reading. This is a global spiritual reading for everybody. This is focusing on spiritual, but you're part of the social media realm. So this is where a lot of you are going to come to see this information. Um, it was talking about celebrities that are going to begin to get ghosts and that are purposely losing their fans. That was yesterday's reading on here. Um, the destruction of social media itself and then what it's causing with people with suicide and certain situations like that, and how social media is going to self-destruct anyhow, and a lot of them are. Just enjoy them while you can. I also spoke on a celebrity couple yesterday in the reading, a female celebrity in particular, but who may be in danger or who's dealing with a case after an assassination attempt. I'm not going to say any names and turn the comments off, so just keep it in your heart and your mind who it could be. I spoke about, a lot of these people that are so-called the higher being, higher people, higher up, or the powers that be. A lot of them are also in danger, and they are targets as well. And on today's readings, I was speaking about a message about falsified deaths and assassination attempts, man-made situations that are to cause disconnect with people. This is why I've titled War in Your World, not in the world, in your world, you the people. Because see, that's where a lot of this is going to really, really take place. Is right in the midst of the people, us. We are the real war. All the things that you think you know about what they put on TV is nothing but glamour magic. I'm gonna say that again. Testing, testing. They are using glamour magic to get you riled up, and not just glamour magic. It's called chaos magic. A lot of metaphysical scholars know what I mean by that. It has been used by many, such as Hitler, with symbols. But in this day and age, social media is the symbol for chaos magic. You are the symbol of the magic. You, the people. The symbols for your social media platforms are the symbol. You being used for chaos magic. If you don't know what chaos magic is, go do your own research. So that's what's being taken place, and it is to cause you to be disconnected, to make money off of you. They are working together worldwide in all countries. Do not believe what you see. They are all working together, causing false wars, false deaths, false assassination attempts, just to gather the people up to get you spiritually at war, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, with each other in more ways than you can even possibly think of. Now, I'm not one to start praying on live, but I would suggest it. I'm not one of those. But all of them are working together, and they are seeking revenge on you. Yeah, you. That's who they want revenge on. You. See, in your mind, the alien and galactics are the ones we're looking for. But see, in their eyes, you are that. Because in all reality, in all actuality, we are. We kind of are. And because they do know that, they kind of want to rid the earth of people like you and me and all of us. See, in reality, they hate you. To you, you are the alien. To them, the rich, those who sit in high places. See, the celebrities, they kind of get to bow gracefully because they know that their time, as I did in the reading yesterday, their time is already done. And y'all are about to see the revelation of that. You're already seeing the revelation of that with celebrities. All of them now creating false stunts and fake stunts to get their fans to hate them because that's how they can become less of a target and they can hide and get away from the drama and they can be kept secure from higher ups and officials like that. But I digress. So I'm going to begin the reading because I know folks are here for that. But I wanted to touch on those types of subjects. I'm not just here to entertain with the reading, but I'm also going to give spiritual facts and actual facts. For those of you who are just tuning in, I am the Soul Star. So we're going to begin with this evening's readings. And they all may line up from yesterday. Mind control. So clearly, that speaks for itself. This is to all control the mind of the people because it's easy to control people's minds via social media, the news. You can't even have a conversation with your family because there's going to be one person, two persons, three persons in the family dynamic, the friend dynamic, the work dynamic, the barbershop, the salon, wherever, that are going to be talking about something that they saw on social media, on the news, a hot topic. So that's easy to get the people's minds brewing because, see, that's the conscious part. That's the mind. This is where the magic and the spiritual has to begin in the mind. All is in the mind. The universe is mental. You are part of that source, aren't you? So that's what their first thing is to control the mind. So that what we're already seeing is your mind is being controlled, or at least I would hope some of you are allowing yourself to be controlled in the mind. But sometimes it happens so easy. Mm. Now I want to put these two next to each other: homicide in social media. See, it's pretty much easy to tell that our minds are being controlled by social media to a point where you're starting to see people and a lot of dangerous things like uh, assassination attempts starting from off of social media. This is why I said there's a destruction of social media, and eventually the end and destruction of social media is going to have to happen because of all the dangers that you're starting to see. How in the world can a celebrity or a so-called, you know, presidential official have assassination attempts? In some ways, guess what? If these things are true, even though some of them, for the most part, are not, it is because of the influence that social media has. People can access celebrities' homes and where they are, and they can access you and where you are. And on top of that, us regular folks have homicide issues due to the lack of real protection via the social media because our minds are so infected because of social media that these things are taking place. Look at all the blood around that, huh? Now we see male. Mm, mm. Now, why is there male energy that's connected around that? Now, we could be talking about there's a lot of masculine energy that's causing people to be at war with each other. A lot of that masculine energy that has been dominating, patriarchal energy that's been dominating. We could be talking about a male leader of some sort. I leave you to do the name dropping, but again, comments are turned off, so say it in your mind and in your heart or out loud if you know who we're talking about. Perversion. So that means this person is watching. So some of the people that you trust to make social media a very safe place, in all reality, they watch y'all. They know what's the tea. They already know what they're doing. And maybe it could be a certain male figure being watched, a certain person in control. And as I said on yesterday's video, this person that's in control, so called in control of our US of A, he's on high alert because he knows that he's also being watched. People that sit in high places are being watched. See, even me doing this is risky. Some psychic investigations are so powerful that they have had to investigate psychics because the information is so potent and is so close to the truth that it has to be investigated. But he is being watched. And social media is also being watched. It's causing perversion in the people watching each other. Continue on. What's this one? Travel. So we see male perversion in travel. Mm. I feel like whoever is watching, they are making moves, and it's pretty obvious. We see in all these assassination attempts, these people make moves. When the mind is unhealthy, these people get dangerous and they start making moves. And again, whether we're talking about a male energy or not, we're talking about murder. See, murder has a masculine energy connected to it because it is a very volatile energy and people are watching you, but they also are making moves and moving into your space. This is why this video again is called War in Your World, because this shit affects your world too. See, for the folks that get bored, and this ain't again a center type of reading, I can't help you with that. This is real for me. I'm not here to be one of those. I'm going to tell you about who's on your mind. I'm going to tell you about your love life. No, I'm not going to talk about that. We're not going to do that. I'm going to talk about what's really going on. These people are watching and making moves. It's getting a little dangerous, isn't it? I'm going to go on to the other oracle, true crime oracle. This one is a little different. It's got the same name. If you've already seen some of my stuff, or you'll see some of my stuff, you'll notice that I use both of these, but I will move on to mixing them up with other decks. We see the legal framework. So it says familiarize yourself with the legal framework. So that means you have to get familiar. A lot of these things become familiar. Social media is familiar to us. because we've been on it. Everybody's getting familiar with each other. See, I want to keep these cards not too far, the first three, because we see the legal framework. So a lot of this is being investigated. A lot of this is being put in perspective. This is why I said there's going to be an end to social media, because see, that's where the mind control is starting, and that is where the attack is starting. And this is how you get into people's minds, because nobody is listening to each other anymore. Everybody at this point is being ruled by this social media. And this is why it's important also for you, the person, to begin to legally get yourself aware. Get you a ring camera. Start to, if you're feeling like you're being stalked, if you feel like you're being watched, you most likely are. You most likely are. And this is where it's important when you are on social media to be very vigilant, to be very careful, and be careful how it affects you mentally and emotionally. This is why it's going to be a very sad day when a lot of these social media platforms that we have at first enjoyed really come to a screeching halt. And don't get me wrong, for folks like myself, it don't matter. I enjoy life outside of that. You know what I mean? But it's just the way that you have to reach people. The unveiling insight, excuse me, the forensic insight. So this is what I'm talking about. There is a lot of death is connected to social media and the way that the mind of people is becoming infected because of social media. And this is how these people are going to attack you. This is how these people are going to come in with spiritual warfare and come in and do exactly what they're going to do. I'm not telling you to be scared in your homes, but for some of you, it is going to be a little scary. I'm not putting fear in you. I'm not saying that somebody's going to come at your door with a gun, but I'm telling you right now, you are going to see a lot of these things. You're going to see a lot of false, fake deaths happening with these people and pulling stunts. But as far as in your real world, a lot of the chaos is happening because, again, didn't I say that these people are really creating war amongst you and your community? You, the people, are getting mind controlled. You, the people, are going to be the real warfare tool. You are the real war. The real war, the real world war is going to be happening right in your streets, worldwide, where you are. We already see that, but I'm talking about a massive thing, honey. I'm talking about the fact that they are using chaos magic to create a real war. It's not about country or nation after nation. It's about the human being controlled and the human self-destructing. See, in these people's minds, and a lot of these people's minds, that's what they think. They look at you as the alien and they will take you out. But when it gets a little too difficult to take you out, it's easier for you to take each other out. I don't know if I'm talking to somebody on this, even if I'm not, it's cool. Sorry for those who can't, you know, comment. But if you wanna let me know you hear me, you can hit like. You don't have to. Now we see the clarity of evidence. So that means evidence is going to become clear in all these things. Ensure that evidence is clear and on equivocal, scrutinize the evidence for accuracy, relevance, clear evidence, support strong conclusions and effective decision making. That means in your mind, you have to be the seeker. You have to make sure you are spiritually connected, mentally connected, emotionally connected, so that you don't become a victim to these things. Because this is the reality, this is the real war that's going to happen in the world. It's not going to happen because of what they're doing in the government, but it's going to happen from what they're doing to get you, the people, riled up. You are the real target. I don't know. Again, if I'm not talking, you can go off. I, shit. After this, I can go do me some painting. Just saying. Put two more out, and then we're gonna go back to the other deck. The unveiling veil. Things are going to be lifted. Things that have been lifted. It's just that you have to trust what you're seeing with your spirit eye. The unveiling veil. All these things are clear in hindsight. You got people that move right in. Listen to me. You got people that move right in to your homes. If you are in an apartment living, even if you own a house next door, you have people, real spiritual monitors. You have real spiritual monitors that are your neighbors. They are your neighbors. They live upstairs. They live next door. Believe me when I'm telling you this. I wouldn't speak if it wasn't true. These things are in hindsight. The veil has been lifted. A lot of people use these words, but they're not really aware of what that truly means. The unveiling truth means that everything, if you just pay attention with a spiritual look, not a guess or an accusation, when you are deeply connected with your higher self from the inside and you hear source from the inside, you will start to realize certain behavioral patterns. Someone moving around the upstairs from you, following your every move when you go to the bathroom, when you take a shower, when you get into bed, when you waking up at night, when you walking out the door, you feel like somebody's watching you because they are. Having weird dreams that somebody's standing over you with a knife. That's really happening. There are gonna be people that ain't gonna really stick around to see this. But again, if you come to check it out later on, and I hope that there are some folks that really come check it out. I hope that even if it's 2, 3, 4, 5 people, pass that word on to somebody, whether it's your church community, your household, your cousins, your grandmother, whomever, pass it on to those who you know are ready to hear the enigmatic cipher. So you see, it says, decode the mysteries in your life. As I just said, these things are in hindsight. It's up to you, the person, to see them in hindsight. Everybody's got to be able to take a moment and pay attention and unravel what's going on in their life. Because again, they are using glamour and chaos magic on you. And they have people that sit right in your neighborhoods that pretend to be your neighbors, that are spiritual monitors. You, the person, have to be able to decode yourself, first of all. You have to be able to reconnect with self. And when you have reconnected with self, you become self aware and then you become aware of a lot of things. Now we're going to go back to the other deck because I ain't going to be up here too long because I hate to tell you, for a lot of people who chose to ignore messages like these, and let me tell you something, for the folks that listened to this in its entirety and gave me one of these, let me tell you something. When the time comes, everything that was spoken on this day and this moment is going to come right down in your consciousness, and you're going to remember every single word. I promise. Abuse and neglect. That's exactly what's happening with us. These people are abusing you and leaving us with no money. That's why people are so desperate to manipulate each other. When you get on social media, especially Instagram, you see that these people are promoting sex more. They're dumping it down your throat. And then they leave you with all types of disorders, obsession, all types of mental illnesses that are happening. And they are letting it happen because that is how people lose control. You already seen that there are certain legal cases where kids they have to criminally handle social media because it is purposely being put in the algorithms for children to be more addicted to social media. Don't believe me? Do your own research. Let's see what this one is. Water. That's the emotions. That's the spiritual effect. That's the emotions that I'm talking about. The mental abuse that is happening in your area, right in your home, right up on you. But see, I hate to say it. My mentor always says this, for the lack of knowledge, my people shall perish. A lot of people are too dense, too mind controlled, too ignorant to sit down and listen. And to a degree, as I said yesterday, I understand and overstand that so many people have made spirituality and psychic readings and mystic messages so saturated and such a trend that it's hard to hear. But somebody is got to put the word out. Tunnel. Let's put that together with another word. Motel, hotel. Revenge. I'll tell you what. Like I just told y'all, a lot of these people are sitting right in hindsight, watching you, moving around in dark spaces to seek revenge. Why would they seek revenge against us? What did we do to them? You exist. Duh. That's why they want revenge on you. You exist. On a deeper spiritual level, you exist. They know that the people are waking up. They know that their time is up. They know that they're trying to kill, steal, and destroy to keep their generational wealth. Hello? They've been doing this forever. We may not have lived to hear these horrible, I mean, to see these horrible things that have happened in American and other history, but clearly they've been doing this shit for years. But see, it's easier because the mind is not focused. Social media is completely controlled the minds of people, and people are killing themselves. They don't have to do nothing. This is the real war. You. I mean, I don't know if you like what I'm saying. If you don't, I mean, hey, it's social media. I'm gonna ask Spirit to give the final revelation for this message to wrap all this up. Because usually, these past 2 days I've given, positive messages with tarot, which is cool, but it don't matter. I'm gonna leave it as Spirit leaves it. We already see power supply, so that's control. That means power control. In meetings, before I get the other card out, these people are coming together. It's easy for them to do population control. They come together because they know that you're going to do it. It's an assimilation. Everything is an assimilation of your mind. And it's easy when you have a device in your hand or on TV or on a tablet or on a computer because it gives you a different type of assimilation. Sometimes, baby, do you think what's going on is really going on? That's why it's easy for these people to be right in front of you and you wouldn't even know it. You wouldn't even know if there's a chip in your brain because, sweetheart, they don't even have to use an actual chip to inject it into you. Did you know that there are certain particles that are so small that you breathe them in, especially when you are asleep? I bet you didn't know that, did you? To make you see things and not to see things. Sometimes, if you look with the naked eye, you will notice a bit of a watery figure standing right in front of you. See, these people work together. Marriage and wedding. To me, that's a symbol with the cross of how people work together as a unit. They work together as a unit, all these nations, as a unit. This is the real ritual that happens. This is what it really means when we're talking about Illuminati and all these people that are higher, in a higher position. They work together. They are like a marriage, and it is to control your mind. What you want me to do? Be aware. Tune in. Appreciate messages. This is like a forecast. Just like when CNN is up there and they're revealing all these informations and then they go to sleep at night and do their journalism and you feed it, talk about it in the barbershop, talk about this in the barbershop. Take this in. Talk with your spirit guides and your ancestors or Christ or whoever you talk to yourself. Hell, gather this information. Take it with you. Because little old me, one day this ain't going to be up here. Hell, it could be tomorrow. But I promise you, if you get it while it's hot, get it while it's hot. If you want to catch me in any more of my readings, my wonderful art that I post up on Instagram, the Soul Star 91 on Instagram. Hell, if you don't want to follow me at all, that's cool too. More power to you. Still peace to you, and peace be with you. I hope that this edifies somebody somewhere. I know that I'm a new guy, up on YouTube. You won't know me. But if you feel like you want to get to know these messages, stick around. I'll keep coming back. If you don't want me to, hey, that's cool too. Enjoy some of the artwork that I'll post up on here. All right. Peace.